This now, remove, yep, all right. Well, hello, hello, hello. How we doing? Everything's working okay. All right. Gonna turn this camera on. Studio at. Well, that's not plugged in. That doesn't help. Plug that. Plug this in. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Display on my DSLR. Hey, Gunner. Non, yeah, happy 4th of July to everybody. Super fantastic day. Why is it not working at all? There it goes. There it goes. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Okay. Get out of studio mode. Okay, make sure everything's working. Who's all here? Vikings here now. Ah, it's my 4th of July shirt. Why not? Okay, so I'm going to start off here with a little bit of background on what's going on. So this is the Anet ET4. You guys saw me do a live unboxing and first print with it. And I've done several prints with it, and they're coming out okay. But there are quite a lot of issues I'm having with just operating the machine. Like this weird version that they have on there of most likely some sort of firmware, rep firmware or something like that is just weird and not really working out well. So yeah, I mean, I've dug into the bed a few times because like it started to auto level and then decided to go like down and was like cranked across the edge. I don't know. It just there's a whole lot of weirdness going on with it. So I want to try to put Marlin on here. But before I do that, I do want to throw on their updated version of firmware, which this is running 1.0.2 and they have 1.1.5 that's out. So we're going to throw that on here because then all the guides that show upgrading this to Marlin start there. I don't think it matters, but I don't want to break anything. So we're going to go to that first and kind of go from there. But yeah, I mean, again, getting decent print quality is just such a weird machine. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started on that. I've already done a bit of homework. I've downloaded everything I need to download. I have the ST Link, which is this little, basically DB, what's this, a 12, this is a 10 pin to USB, sort of ST Link USB drive deal. This is what we're going to use to interface with the board because that's the only way to do it, from what I understand. I don't really understand it, but this is how it's supposed to work, and that's what everyone says. Is happy 4th of July, really? Yeah, well, maybe I'm just hopeful that July is going to get here sooner rather than later. I don't know. Maybe I'm just drunk tonight. What we need to do is we need to open this up first. So I'll let you guys see that. Go to here. There we go. Now we can see what's going on. Bitty. Bolts. One interesting part about this machine is that it only half the back is enclosed. I always thought that was pretty weird with this. Normally it's like the full thing is enclosed, but it's only half. I don't know why. Well, it's definitely not 8 hours. I mean, I'm hoping to be done with this in an hour, to be honest. I don't want to spend a ton of time on this because if it doesn't work out, I might end up just saying screw it. and just do the review with how it is, because yeah, it prints, but it takes forever to get everything working properly and to realign it, and G29 command doesn't really work well with this. So yeah. All right, we are inside now. What we're going to be hooking up into is here. Okay, so we're going to be hooking into these pins right here. There's 4 of them there, and I'm going to pull up my sheet here of it. There we go. Oh, wanted. All right, it shows me the connection. So with the USB at the top, that is, ooh, that picture is very small. Ground, SWC, SWD. Yes, it is a real Meanwhile power supply. D and C, right? Get these in order. This is D, oh, this is ground DC. So I need to switch these 2 around to ground. Ground is by the ground one. Ground is purple, right? Ground is purple. All right. These just go on here like this. I'm guessing it's because this machine doesn't have a bootloader. Only real thing I can think of. These do not want to go on there nicely. Those are on. Hook on here. And we can power the machine on now that we have that connected. Okay, so Jim, hey, how's it going? Viking, what's up, man? Jeff's here, what's up? All right, so let's go to here, like that. There we go. So this is off the ANET. It tells you, is it that one? Where's it at here? No, those are adjustment ones. That's the GitHub. That's the other one. Ah, yeah. So this dude did a video on how to do it, but also Carl has a blog post. So Carl is the one that does the CNX. He's the one that did the retraction test deal. So basically, you have to hook up to the board this way, and then we need to open up our with that. I need to find the STM link here. So we've got this now. Hey, Dustin, how you doing, man? And then we're going to file. We're going to open file. We're going to go with this one right here first, this et4.bin. This is supposed to be 1.1.5. So we're going to go ahead and do this one first. Ryan, I don't know if it does, to be honest. I really don't know. So we're going to go to target, program, and then I think that's it. Start. Doing something, I think. Memory programmed in 11 seconds. So if we go to here then, don't want to close this. I don't want to, okay. We turn this off. Disconnect everything. Turn it back on. We got nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Let's try to do it again, I guess. Okay, let's go back to here. Oh, this doesn't work. We'll just go straight to the Marlin one. I don't really know. I have no idea, Ryan. You know I don't know a lot about firmware. Okay, so that was it. So yeah, I can say that didn't do jack squat. So we're gonna do target program. Let's do file, open file. And we're using the ET4 bin. This, and then target program, start. Something like that. It did it, but don't think we're getting anywhere with it. I think I need to use this other program that they have here for the Marlin. Yeah, because that didn't do jack. Just to verify, got everything here plugged in right? Yep, that's all in right. They're okay. It needs to be on, Ryan, it says. So let's try the other way here. Let's do file, open file. Let's go back and do the 1.1.2 that this guy talked about. I'm looking at his video here as well. So with it on, which it is, should be able to do target. Let's connect, because it just, the other one just says program. Program, yep, all that. It's all the same as mine. Target, program, start. It just took 37 seconds. And then it looks like it reset. I wonder if it's not like on my USB 3 cable. It says it's programmed. Oh, there it goes. Now we're back. So we're on 1.1.2. Let's try 1.1.5 now. Let's file, open file. This one right here. Target, program, start. Let's see if we can go from this older version to a newer version, and we'll see if we can keep going to Marlin. Okay, programmed. Let's wait and see if it resets. Does not look like it is. Screen's unresponsive now. Yep, doesn't like that one. So let's go back to the one that did work. Okay, let's put this one back on now. This says just use the ET4 just a straight ET4.bin. Could be. All right, we're back to that one. All right, so let's go into here. We're going to do file, open source ET4.bin. Because now we can save it. Click the binary file button, select the previous downloaded file. So if we go here, file, et4.bin, open. It's not opening that properly. Close file. Close the binary file, et4.bin. Wait, this one? No. et4x? No. The one I got off of, it's right here in their open source deal here. Start download. Let's try to re-download it. ET4, firmware, et4.bin, open. Nope, it is not liking it. Well, that's a new download. And this is the only place they have it is here on, I wonder if I can download just this. Nope, let me do that. Well, they do have it. My question is, I don't know how else to update it except via this ST link. This dude has a different video on it. Videos, let's just search ET4. swear this is the one I was just watching. So yeah, we're connected. Downloaded those. Yeah, it's all exactly the same there. The STM link utility, I got that here. That's the same. We got it connected, all the same. So he's like saving it. So once he's here, he's doing file save as. So OG ET4. I'll save that there. Yeah, it's the same one I got here. So that's saved, right? Yeah, that's saved. So open this. It does have a hyphen. Do I need it? It's this one. Oh, do I need to take the hyphen out of the... Oh, that's why he doesn't like it. He did do that. Oh, that's why he was doing that in the video. I thought he was just jerking around there. All right, so now we can do target, program, start, and see what happens. Thank you, Ryan. That was exactly it right there. I'm trying not to play his videos so I don't get hit. All right, it rebooted. And hey, look at this. We've got a Marlin screen there. Not too bad. All right, let's shut this down and double check it real quick. All right, so I think we can go ahead and button this back up. Whoa, fell apart there. Stop doing that. All right, let's flip this back up. Disconnect this thing. So now again, as you asked, Ryan, I don't know if this does the bootloader or not, because I really don't know if this solves that problem or not. We'll kind of go through. I want to see how doing auto bed leveling and stuff like that works now that this is going to work. Well, at least we'll see how this firmware works now. Kind of play with it a little bit, do a little test print maybe. See if it's working properly. Biggest thing I'm hoping for is being able to do like G29 at the beginning of the prints, because I couldn't do that with this firmware. It just does not like it at all. There we go. Get my Mini in 2022. We'll see. I ordered it right after I got off that stream. I ordered it. And I did order the the extra build sheet and the filament sensor for it. These are very much okay. Do that. So it has the same splash screen, but it then comes into a very Marlin looking screen here. Do that. There we go. A little less glare on there. We can do here, motion, about printer, printer info. So this is bug fix from August. One extruder and UBL in there. Board info. The bod, thermistors. We can do up to 260. Runaway is on. Runaway's on both of those. Configuration. Advanced settings. Okay, we got everything that you normally can do in here. So it's back. Okay, let's go back again. Let's do motion. Let's do auto home. That's not working. Stop. That's not working at all. That Z-axis just went up. Didn't go down. So, I wonder if I need to tell it to enable that. So, configuration, advanced. Little offset there. Printout sensors on. Power outage on. What if I just used the wrong firmware? I mean, this is the ET4, but I'm wondering if I should use the. So this is the ET4 Pro. What if I use the ET4 Plus for this instead? Because that is not going the right way. Let's do motion home X. That did home Y. Okay. If we do move, let's move Z. Move Z down. All right, well it moves the right direction. Yeah, it wants to go all the way up. Yeah, I wonder if I did the wrong one. Did I reset EEPROM? Nope. Didn't, but I can do that. Configuration, advanced, initially EEPROM. Okay. Motion, home Z. Nope, still does it. So what could be the issue? It said by default the ET4 has the probe there, right? Unless I need to compile my own firmware. That's gonna kill me if I need to do that with the with this. Shows anything. It's just homing backwards. Yeah, no one wants to compile firmware here. Nobody, especially me. We don't want to do that. There's a different one out there. So ET4 Pro Marlin. Oh, there is. There's the ABL probe on Z. So, but if I do this, and if I do motion home Z, it doesn't even recognize when I hit this. It's not looking for an auto, but it says that it's enabled there. What the problem is? Why is it not liking that? Everything's hooked up. Otherwise, it wouldn't light up if it wasn't hooked up properly. There's another one here. This is way more complicated. Connect to pronter face. All right. Stand by. Got that cable here somewhere. Let's close that. I don't need you. Pronter face. Okay. And 12, 11. Okay, there it is. So home X home. Okay. So M119. Z-min is open. If I put my finger there, Z-min is triggered. So it sees it and it's triggering, but it's not homing to it. And again, there is the repository here. This is the GitHub for it right here. I don't want to do this. But so this here has so this has something for the I don't know. I was showing you Z max on pronter face. What do you mean? Oh, because Z max is enabled. That's why. I'm gonna have to compile my own firmware because that didn't work. And I could try one of those other ones. Let me open this back up. Yeah, I'm gonna open this back up. We'll try one of those other. We'll try that other one and see if one of those work any better before I start compiling my own. Because you know, why would something go right for me? Didn't I know that Tim told me that. I don't know if Tim actually did this. Ryan or Jim, if you guys got a minute, can you see if Tim actually did stream this on his channel? Because I know he told me that he was going to do it. Purple's ground, and you switch those two. Purple's ground, switch those two. Bring this up. Bring this cable out the side. Extension here. Extension in. And we can plug power in. And boot it. And then yeah, Martin, I know there is, but I'm not doing my own firmware right now. What does this plus one do? ET4 Pro, ET4P, maybe that's the Pro version. Target program, start. See what happens here. Maybe I just used the wrong version. Very well could have been it. Okay, that did it. It reset. So let's see what happens here. We go here. Configuration. No, sorry, I gotta go back. Advanced setting. Initialize EEPROM. Yep. And then oh, did you do anything on the screen? Okay, well, that killed my screen. Screen's no longer touch when I initialized EEPROM. So I bet you the screen is different in that one. File, open file. I don't know what the X does, but let's see what happens. Well, how do I redo that if I can't touch anything if I reset the EEPROM? Didn't do anything. There's some other way to reset that? So what if I connect back here? Connect. disconnect that. 11, 12, connect. Oh, that's working. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to reflash right now. The printer face kind of died on me. So 12, 11, connect. Printer's online. Okay. Home X. Yeah, home's X. Home Z. Wrong way. So this is with the ET4 firmware back on there. And that screen is still not working. So if we do still can't get it. We reflash the same version again. Okay. Well. ET4 plus. Going back to the ET4 did not work. I still can't do anything on the screen. I might need to go all the way back to the old version that they were using and then come back this way. Yeah, it's still not doing anything there. Let me reflash this again. Okay, reset. Oh, Dad's here. Happy New Year. Okay, still nothing there. So if we reconnect here, still can't use it. And this is the Pro version that's on there. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to their firmware. Let's go back to my OG one that I saved off. This one here. And target program. M502 did nothing. I tried it. M502 did nothing. All right, so at least we've got that working now. Now let's go and open up and go to the Pro version and send this at it. So back here, and the screen does not work with this. So if I reconnect here, printer face, we've got the Pro firmware on there. Connect. Oh, come on. Port right? Port's right. Connect. All right. So do an M502 says hard-coded default settings loaded. That's all it says. Nothing in here works. Now if we turn it off, turn it back on. Still can't use the screen. Nothing in there's working. All right, well, it homes correctly now. So with the Pro version, it homes correctly, but I can't use the screen. Let's see if it triggers. Okay, so it homes correctly, but I can't use the screen. So that's cool and all, but I can't use the screen, so I can't use the printer. So it's like the ET4 has this screen, the Pro has a different screen, which is what's making that difficult for me. This firmware. And let's get VS Code going. This is where things get absolutely brutal. Ryan, if you can, I mean, would like to maybe figure it out myself as much as I hate this. Kind of drive me through it here. So, talking about IO loaded. Okay. So let's import a project. Where is it at? It is here. Get that out of here. Here. It's going to be in downloads, compressed here. This is mega import. So here it is. Marlin. The platform.ini is ET4. Is there ET4? It just has ET4. There's nothing about a Pro or anything like that. It's the ET4X. I don't know what the board name is for the ET4 Pro. So if we do ET4 Pro on Trying to find what the board name is because I'm not finding it here. Do I know a processor it has? I have no idea. Sticker on here just says ET4P. See if I can Google the name of it. So it's ET4P dash MB underscore B1.0. See if I can find anything online here for it. So STM32F407. Oh, is that that's the number written on there? Yeah. All right. So do I just put that in for the default environment? Would that work out? If I just do right here instead of this, we do STM 32F407. Just like that. Double checking on some of their listings to see if they have any download links listed or anything like that, which I'm not seeing. It didn't work. I don't know what this board is. Maybe you can't put Marlin on the Pro and you can only do it on the standard. ET4. Found a wiki page. Let's see here. Because here on their in their form they have it linked for the one. But see, I have the GitHub here. So I wonder if there's anything about the Pro here. Make sure you modify config.h and advance the ET model. But what's the model of it? This doesn't help me at all. Look at these TC boards, Adafruit boards, nothing about these one-off ANET boards because they do their own. Not great, Aaron. Martin, where is that at? Let's think about the ET4. Where's the ET4 Pro? The GitHub. So I have the GitHub right here. So configurations, config examples. Yeah, I'm not seeing it there, Mark. If you post a link, and then Aaron, can you approve it, please? Or only Brandon's here. He could do it here. Just need to if he pastes it, it'll just block it, and we should be able to approve it. Pretty board V1. Yeah, what is it there? Anet 3D GitHub, maybe. There we go. Repositories, Marlin. Configurations. Anet. That's not it. Are you in the, if you're in the Discord, you can post it there. There's nothing about the ET4 Pro in this one that I found here. Unless this is the wrong one. I want to see if they post anything here on the selling pages. Sometimes they do. Post links to stuff. Sometimes. This also is not the Pro. Haven't seen anything here. Did you rush stuff? Max, hand printer. No, Ryan, not happening. I think it might just be straight up rejecting it. No, don't switch. Yeah, if you could post it in the Discord, that would be more better. No, Aaron, don't want to compile my own at all. I was trying to use the one that they provided, and I wanted to use the ones that were already pre-configured for it. And it's killing me that it's not there. It just has it labeled here as ET4. I mean, if they have the same board, I mean, but this one's labeled with a P. Yeah, it's ET4P for Pro on the board. Yeah, because ET4P, this is probably not going to build because it doesn't see that there. Yeah, it doesn't like that. If I just do ET4 though, doesn't like that either because there's all kinds of issues with it. I really don't want to do that. Don't want to do that at all. So I'm going to try and go back a little bit. See if we can't revive it. So I want to go back to here. I want to program it. See if there's any way to do a reset in here once I put this other one on. Because the LCD says ET4V1, not Pro. Do that either. This is the ET4 firmware, ET4 Pro firmware. Where are we at here? Then Discord. Welcome. There we go. So first off, it wants us to download this. Okay, and then it wants us to file open. Open this one up. It is complicated. Super complicated. Target program. Yeah, and start. Let's see what happens after we do this. Open BLT. Yeah, David, I know, but that is their proprietary firmware. I want to get onto Marlin with this. So it wants there to be firmware? Everything's plugged in right. This. Is that what it is? Yep. Program. Start address of that. Under file path, that one. Start. Okay, well that's on it. This is for the Pro, right? Yeah. Anet ET4 OpenBLT. Is that there? Yes code. We go to pop ionality. Is it like that at all? It doesn't like that at all. Override the default Marlin configs with the ones in this folder. Compile with it. Anet. I don't understand. Which just Anet ET4. But all right, let's just download these. Oh, Keith, the ones that Keith. Where's Keith at? He's the one that freaking made this. Let me freaking download this. This is under import 2.0. So if we go to here, we download, oh no. It's not a BL Touch, it is a inductive sensor. Which this probably isn't going to work. Ryan, you can paste it into the Discord. I am curious though, if I do, where's my stuff? Out of the way. We do this here, and then we go into here. Cool. What does it want it to be called? This is gonna work or not? Anet ET4P. That doesn't show up in mine when I try to do this. If I do Anet, yeah, nothing shows up for that. Yeah, David, that's an ET4, not an ET4 Pro, and I already tried doing that earlier in the stream, and that did not work out at all. I wonder if I just need to go back to what we had, which is this right here, because I can get this to work. But nothing else works. Nothing works there with that. Did it work the first time? I think so, Ryan. Well, it says here that I need the firmware.srec. That's using the open BLT. So I'll go back to that real quick. Open this. Just downloads openblt.bin. Then both the bin and the SREC one. see. Which one of these it actually takes. Didn't take the bin. Yeah, it needs an SREC one. Actually, it's. I just rename it. Firmware.srec. Yes, David, use an ST link. What did it rename it to, I wonder? See, it says firmware was updated successfully, but it didn't work. There is .updated. Doesn't make any sense. Didn't work at all. Even it says it updated. Let me know once you finish that round or if it works for you. Can somebody ping Keith? Let me see if I can find him online. Where's he at? Keith. Invite Keith here real quick. That would help me out quite a bit. I just sent him a message. He's away. I don't see him as active in War Hockeys. He's not in shenanigans. Yeah, this is the video I was already looking at. My dudes, you have to force it into calibration mode. My goodness. That was the problem. Okay, hold up a second. Let's open a file here. Press ET4, go to here. This one right here is fine. Target, program. Start. Okay. Hold on a second. I think it might go somewhere, okay? It took. All right, let me switch you to here. So right now, screen doesn't work. But let's see if this works here. Okay, if I hold this, pushes in. It works. Oh. Okay, I'm going to reinitialize EEPROM again, and then redo the configuration here. Okay, now if we do motion, auto home, it's homing. That's all it was. The way to get the screen to work was just to hold my finger down on it to force it to go into recalibration mode, and that was it. That was the one step I was missing. Couldn't figure out why I couldn't use the screen. That was the big issue here. It's like, why can't I use the screen? What's wrong here? Holy hot dog. All right, let's get busy with this now. So let's get Prana face going here. Switch you guys to that. All right. So that's all it was. We just did auto ham. So let's do a G29. It's not going to do anything. It's doing it. Unified bed leveling. Activate UBL. You shouldn't be doing it. You should be doing it this way. I've never used UBL before. So G28 works. But G29 does not work. Oh, good. Build a cold mesh. Anybody know much about UBL, Unified Bed Leveling? Because I don't know much about it at all. Honestly, I've never used it before. Oh, this is going to take forever. This is 100 points. Holy crap. Is there anything in online on how to use UBL? They want to e-post as ABL. Okay. Oh, you have to like tell it something. G29P1. You posted one. Where'd you post that? 3D printing. Firmware.bin. Download that. All right, can we stop this? This is going to take forever. Stop that. Let's try yours, Ryan, real quick. See if that works. At least we know the other one I have does work. So this link here, open, downloads. Which one did I just download for you? Should be there. Open. Oh, I just did it. It's the firmware.bin. Yeah, that one. Okay, open up. Target, program. Oh, no ST link detected. Whoops. Reconnect this. I don't know who you would use UBL, because that's just not right. Target, program. Start. All right, let's see if this works. I have no idea. This is all pre-compiled stuff. Okay, said that worked. Reboot it. Okay, that does not work, Ryan. The screen does not work with that. One more time here. Because it should restart, but it's not restarting. And the screen's just white. Yeah, wrong screen, Ryan. Looks like. Ooh, Keith, eh? Not yet. All right, so that reset. And we can redo that. Yeah. I wish there was a way to change that in here. Get this recalibrated here. Do that. Let me reconnect to pronter face here. Then what I want you to do is connect. So G29P1. Oh, so it's got to do a 100-point mesh for that. Oh my God. You know the Anet ET28. Let me look here real quick. This is the LCD 28-ET4_V1.0. No, Jim, not really. Well, either way, that didn't go in properly because when I rebooted it, it just went to white with the one that you sent me, Ryan. So that didn't work. Well, I think I'm just gonna have to let this probe around and do its UBL thing. I mean, if I have to keep it as UBL, I guess it's not the end of the world, right? I mean, as long as it works, that's all I really care about. I just need to read up on how to do UBL. Because I found the page here talks about how to do it. So you have to do G28 is home, but G29P1 is the automatic probing of the bed. And then G29T, view the value. G29S1 is to save them. Set the fade to 10. Activate ABL, UBL. I did not, Ryan, because I mean, it should work once you flash it with the screen should just work. An M502 wouldn't change anything. That's only going to change the values. It's not going to change the screen, right? I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. Put this back in. Throw yours back on here. So here, file open, bin, target program, start. Book into here again. Okay. Reconnect. M502. Come on. M502. Printer's not online. Connect. Not connecting. Restart printer face. That's no longer working. It's COM12. It's not connecting even with your firmware on there. At any of the rates, 1125 or 25 to 250. None of that. Nothing's connecting. If I hold the screen in, nothing. That's not working at all, Ryan. Yeah, nope, doesn't connect at all with that firmware on there. Let's go back again. Open. Program that. Start. Okay, that worked. So now we have our display again. No, I need the .bin, Ryan. The .src was for a different method that I'm not using this time. We just have to go with it. If that's what's on here. No, Aaron, it can be named anything. Using the ST link, it can be named literally anything. As long as it's a .bin. Again, I'm reading through here on how to do the UBL stuff. P29P1T. Where are we at here? Let's connect here. Yeah. G28. And then we'll start the UBL and let it roll. I think we're just going to go with this. I've wasted enough time. Hour and 40 minutes to get this far. And it's going to start probing everything. All right, well, while this goes, well, it said to do this first unheated. So we're doing this cold for now, because that's what it said to do off the bat. It says it in the, actually on the firmware, it tells you to do a cold bed version first. And I don't really understand much of this. Yeah, this is the cold level. Yeah, me too, Ryan. No, this is G29P1T. So it's just the phase one. We're not saving it yet. So Jim, you have to tell me how to do that because I don't really understand it. But I'm gonna grab a snack real quick while this thing rolls on. So, David, this is that file. So you guys can watch this. Actually, let's do here. Yeah, here you guys. You can watch it probe as it gives us data. I need to get a snack. Ooh, I gotta go all these cables. Ah, that's a pain in the butt. Bedtime? Cables. Okay, there we go. It's 100 points, Ryan, by default. I don't know if there's any way to change that, but we're almost a quarter of the way in. Ah, you guys can hear that, sorry. Hopefully you can't hear me crunching. No, Aaron, that was for that OpenBLT loader deal that someone else had recommended that I tried. It needs the SREC file. What was this? This OpenBLT bootloader. Yeah, this is a Keith thing, so I don't know. I would need him to explain it. Yeah, hang on, Ryan. Am I signed into chat somewhere? Hang on, let me sign into the chat here. Martin, see ya. We are 41 of 100. I did too, Ryan, but it didn't work. It seems like so much work. I'd rather just have ABL. Ryan, I think it does. Problem is I tried, it didn't work with the firmware that you sent me. It says to use that, was that weird one called the SREC, and then that should do it. But that was, it says here, just do the, compile that, put the SREC on there, and, but it didn't work that way. Well, Jim, whether it's worth it or not, this is what I have. I can't get any other firmware to flash onto this properly. Yes, I put the SRC onto the SD card. It did not work at all. It says that it updated, but it didn't actually boot into Marlin like it's supposed to. Just over halfway there now. If we can get Keith to show up and help out, maybe he can help us get through it. But without Keith, I don't think we'll be able to do this. He is still away. Yeah, Aaron, I used that guide. It did not work. So it's this one here. Yeah, so it did that. And it says here that it did this, but it never actually updated properly. I think it's more so of trying to figure out how to actually compile the firmware properly. Also, this Anet doesn't work anymore. This Anet 3D. I don't know if anybody can get that to work, but it doesn't work for me. I mean, then there's this one here, and he has Platform INI as ET4. Same error. Okay. I mean, I can try and download this one and see if I can get it to work. we open up VS Code, we can try and open it. Project here. No. Downloads, no. Downloads, compressed. This one. Open this one. Oh, just drill it. Close these. Here is that one right now. So this is set as ET4, even though it's the Pro. Oh, this is the one you guys compiled? easyconfig.h. So ET4 underscore Pro. We want this, yeah, sorry. So if you guys help me go through this here. So in configuration H, easy config. Well, F easy config. All right, so let's do that, save it. Okay, if we go into here, so we've got the ET4 Pro, and then I guess we want it to be silent, because why not? I used the one that you sent me, Ryan. It did not work. Unless you just sent another one. I did try using the one that you sent me. It did not work at all. So I want to define the leveling. So this is LV mounted probe. Find the homing direction, change factor. We want the homing direction to be downwards, yes. So find custom mods you have made. Mod none. We haven't changed anything. I guess we don't have to uncomment that. We can leave that like that. All right. ET end stop position. Find the end position. If change or move the Z end stop factor defaults. Well, there is no end stop because it is the did that finally finish? Holy hot dog, it finished. It tells you all there's stuff here to do here. Yeah, so the only thing I'm not sure if I need to change is do I need to change this, the end stop position? My guessing is none because we're doing the BL touch, right? Or we're doing the inductive probe. So does this even compile? It's the only one I don't know if that needs to change or not. But this compiles. I'll give the open BLT a try. So file, open file, open BLT D4. I actually went to. Oh, it doesn't read that yet. So target program after I plug it in, like that, and then hit program start. Okay, we're back at that. All right, so we've got nothing on there. SD card here. I didn't, Aaron. It's fine. All right, so that finished. So if I go into here, we go to PIO build ET4 firmware.srec. Okay, so that's on there now. And if we go to here, I can run it again. Again, it's not a huge deal. So let me take a look here at the. So insert it into the printer. It says it reads it. See, so it's doing something there. Parsing firmware file to detect erase blocks. Error. Errored out twice. It's not working. There's a different firmware out here. Yeah, that's airing out, so that's not right. Let's go down to downloads. Tracks. Try, what is this? Firmware update requested. What you want? It's airing out again. So airing out again. I mean, it says here in the thing, yeah, it's still airing out. It says here to, once Marlin is compiled, so overwrite default Marlin configs ones from this folder. Compile with the Anet ET4 OpenBLT platform.io environment. What does that mean? because I'm not seeing another firmware for this Anet ET4 OpenBLT. I'm not seeing a place for that. Yeah, David, it built just fine. Like I said, this one looks really, really promising. I don't want that. I don't want that. This one here looks really promising because of what it's doing, but for some reason, it's not working. Now, what I could do is we could try it through the flasher. So we could go here. We could do file, open file. It's under this one. PIO build ET4 firmware.bin. Okay. And then we can do target program. We plug it in. Yeah, start. Let's see if this changes anything. Ooh, that's new. The language. How do we change the language? How do we change the language, guys? Configuration. All right, how do we change the language? Spanish, here it is. We need this to EN for English. All right, now let's recompile this. So if I've used the ST link to update this, you know what? I'm gonna call that a win in its own because it's updated. I'm never gonna update this again. It just needs to work. But we're gonna go ahead and update this Spanish to English, and we can go from there. The new issue is that Keith's method doesn't really work. At least for me, it doesn't. Ryan, maybe after the review you can have it. How about that? We'll see what happens. File, open file. Okay. And target program, start. There we go. Now let's see here. There we go. We go down to motion, auto home. See if this breaks. It's successful. And if we go down here to bed leveling, level bed. So we're going to do a 3x3 grid. No more UBL. This is ABL now. Let's see here. So velocity, pretty low. Accelerations, all 3000. Probe offsets. This per millimeter. Temperatures. Filament. Can change filament in here. Let's do load filament. Preheat PLA. All right, Aaron, you take it easy, man. That was easy after 2 hours of tinkering. We got some different coax PLA sitting around here. I need the, shoot. I don't know if I can reach it. Hang on a second here. Let's do like this. Need to put the spool holder back up on top. Aaron wants to play with Legos. So my wife always says to me when I get my son Legos, it's like, you just want to play with them. I was like, so? There's nothing wrong with that. Heating up still. We'll load this and then we'll do the Z offset. My son just got, so we got him some Technic ones. He's way too young to build them on his own though. He needs a lot of help with it. All right, it is loading the filament. Now this is something that can be improved in the firmware because it's loading super duper slow. And you can set the speeds in Marlin 2.0. I don't know if you can do it in Marlin 1, but, you know. That's right, Ryan, my son. And then the ones we also got him, you can put the two sets together and they make like this like super police truck thing. Which took, I don't know, what, an hour and a half to build? Technics are tough. I never had them as a kid. We there yet? Purge a little bit more. Just got to the edge there. Yep. Tweezers. Where did you go? Okay. Now we can go ahead and nozzle off. And I guess we're going to go ahead and connect this guy. Go to pronner face. Connect. And home it. G1, Z1. Oh, where's my little piece of paper at? Oh, there it's down there. Ooh. I got it. Okay. It says we are at. It says we're already there. So we need to do M211 S0. Then we're going to step down Z here. It's probably good right there. Negative 0.61. It's probably good. So M851 Z negative 0.61, I said. Yep. If we do M851, tells you what they are. Okay, so we do M211 S1. Well, now let's auto home again. Do G1 Z0. A little far away. But let's try a simple cube and see if we can get this to go. I don't remember where I made the profile for this at though. I don't know if it was Prush Slicer or Simplify 3D. It wasn't Idea Maker, I don't think. So edit here. ET4 Pro. Yep, I did put it in here. Print. Yep. All right. Well, now we can go ahead and do in our G or scripts. We can add G29. Bed. Print. Save this to there. And let's see if this works. Print for media, 40 mil cube. Yep. Cool. Ryan, how many of my streams actually go 100% to plan? Because it's not very many. Really very few times do my streams actually work out well. I need to save. Actually, I'm just gonna. mm, I guess we did have some. Every now and then, I have streams that go as planned. When it comes to firmware, never does. All right, bed is at 50 now. Waiting for it to get up to 60. Taking its good old time. I'm going to get up there though. Getting there though, but man, it's struggling to get up past 50. And this is a 24-volt printer too, so I think it'd be easier. We'll change the bed back down. We'll change the bed to 50 so we can get moving on here. Yeah, LCDs and I don't, because again, there is no real there's no standard for LCDs, which drives me crazy. Why not? They all use the same two 10-pin ribbon cables, but how those are oriented compared to the board makes zero sense. Maybe the LCDs have uh a what do I call a standard, but the people making the boards don't. So they have to always go some different weird way. It's never the same way. I think it's dumb. I didn't PID tune anything yet. I want to make sure it actually prints, and then I will do all of that off air, because I usually set, when I do PID tunes, I'll just tell it to go and I'll walk away and do something else, come back, input the values, and then do the hot end, and then go away and come back. Just because they take so long, I usually do 8 or 10 cycles for those to make sure they really get nice and dialed in. I think default's like 8. I'll do 8 or 10. All right, so it should home after this, and then it should do the auto bed leveling. I should just like hot glue this ST link to the bottom of this so that you can just plug in a USB extension and update your firmware easily. Hey Vince, how you doing, man? Long time no see. No, Ryan, I'm not building the other mini, man. I really don't need it. I barely have enough space for what I have right now. I moved out 5 printers this past weekend, and the shelves are full again. I don't know if there's any baby stepping enabled in this. Too far from the bed. Baby step Z. Here we go. little dot was trying to get off the bed there. I think I definitely need to up my first layer extrusion. Oh. That's yeah, first layer is a little bit spread. I need to fix that a little bit on the first layer settings, but it's not horrendous. And would definitely get us a yes, let's know it actually prints. But it does the auto bed leveling right, does the prime line right, which is good, and it is printing. So I will also check E-steps. I will check the extrusion multiplier, make sure that's good. I mean, it's close. It's just a little bit far there. Let's see what we do with this one here. I can zoom you guys in enough here to see this. How do I do that? We go this way. You can see there's a little bit of space there between the lines. And that's something that is pretty fixable. Ryan, this is just a 40 mil cube as a test. I've kind of was talking to Workhockey one day, and he said this is what he always does as his first print, just to confirm that like the first layer is going down okay, that everything the extrusion's all working. It's a 40 millimeter cube vase print, so 3 bottom layers, does vase mode up, so I can actually check the accuracy of the printer. I can also check the extrusion multiplier at the same time. So I like it as kind of a first print lately when I'm really messing with things, and especially custom. All the custom printers I built have all been using that method. It's worked out pretty well so far. Just want to see this thing do its second layer. What's the speed at here? Speed's only set to 60 millisecond. Second layer here. What I might end up doing is load the Ender 3 profile up in Proof Slicer, and then just change the values to be for this printer. That might end up working out better. Trying my best to get out of Simplify 3D, but it just works so well and it's easy to use for me. I'm really trying. But I've got Idea Maker working on the JG Aurora so far, and the, what else did I do? Did I do Ultra Magnus? I did some other printers in Idea Maker. What did I do? Oh, the Odysseus and the BLV, the Mega Zero and Master Crane. I did do a couple different profiles in there, trying to get more in Idea Maker, but it's tough. And that second layer looks pretty doggone good. You might be under extruding just a hair. What is it set to right now? It's set to 0.9, so might need to take that up just a little bit more. But yeah, well, it's working again. Again, after 2 hours of mucking with firmware, we do have a print going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this on the table here for today's Friday. Probably tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow's stream. Maybe it'll just be some more prints, maybe some more firmware stuff for this. I don't really know yet. But I want to keep this close to the computer so that I can leave the ST link there so I can update the firmware with all these different values. So once I do PID tuning, all that stuff, I'll probably try and hammer at that tomorrow as much as I can. I do have some obligations tomorrow, so I can't do it all day tomorrow, but I can at least get some tuning done the rest of tonight and tomorrow. And then once I'm happy with the firmware where it is, the offset, things like that, I'm going to go back on the shelf and I'm going to reprint a bunch of the tests that I already did with this. And I don't think the quality is going to change much, if at all, to be honest. I think what's going to change is the usability of the machine, because again, that original firmware that was on this thing is absolutely horrendous. I don't know why they don't put Marlin on to begin with. I hope they do that in the future, but it's not a bad machine. It's just the firmware is such junk. But we'll kind of get there. Ryan, am I liking Idea Maker? I am getting there. I really am. So I am starting to understand a lot of the different values, and starting out with the Homer's Odysseus from scratch in Idea Maker, only Idea Maker. So I didn't do Precisizer, I didn't do Simplify 3D. I went straight to Idea Maker for that machine. And I am starting to dial it in a little bit better. The last one, so here I'll show you the Volron cube. I did a Volron cube. That's a fun test print I've been doing lately. So this is the Volron cube off of the Homer's Odysseus RS. So you can kind of see the sheen there all the way around. You know, there's some inconsistencies, but you know, I'm not beating the printer up about it yet until I get everything dialed in. And then the bridging underneath looks really good. It fits the bearing in the top. Needs a little bit of persuasion at one corner. Maybe this one didn't fit by default. I thought it did. A little bit of persuasion, but the bearing does fit down in there, so it's not too bad off the cuff. Again, I'm still tuning that profile and trying to learn more about Idea Maker, but I think starting fresh is a good way to do it. Ryan, I have not had a chance to email them yet. Also, I figured I wouldn't because of the holiday week. Hardly anyone is working. So I figured, you know what, I'll just get at them next week, maybe this weekend or Monday. I'll send them an email and ask. But from what Brandon was saying, apparently they put out a press release or something that he found they're having issues getting the Gen boards, so they have been just doing Gen L boards instead. Again, for a printer this size, well, for the size of that one, same as this. I mean, this is only a 200 bed. Does it really matter? No. But would it be nice to have that in there, that 32-bit board? Probably, yeah. I turned my speed way down on that for some reason. It should start picking up here in a second. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for tonight, guys. I'm going to let this do this test print. I'm going to continue tuning and working on this. I do think that this actually will be a good machine once we get through this issue here. I really do think it will be. Will be worth the money in the end. I don't know. It's pretty hard these days with printers. But yeah, I do think that this is going to work out well. I do think I'll be able to get there with it after putting Marlin on it. I think anybody could be able to do a lot with this machine once Marlin's on it and get a lot better results. And just ease of use of the machine. So that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope you guys join me back tomorrow night for my Saturday night 3D printing hangout. Again, not sure what we'll be doing tomorrow, but we'll be doing something. If you guys want to support the channel, check out the links down below. If you want to send any donations, use the Streamlabs OBS link down there below. 100% of donations through there do come to me. Kind of bypasses the whole YouTube 30% cut, things like that. And again, thanks to a lot of people that were on the Monday night stream. We fully funded a Prusa Mini for me, which was fantastic. It's on order. I'm waiting for it to actually ship January, February timeframe. So hopefully we'll get that sooner rather than later, and I can get working with that and compare that to the clone. But again, it's thanks to you guys donating to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll check y'all